One of the biggest misconceptions about executive coaching is that I'm constantly teaching leaders something new. The truth is, most of the leaders I work with, they're already smart, successful, and experienced. I'm rarely teaching them something they don't know. I'm helping them see something they already know. I was thinking about this recently in my own life. I know being busy and being productive, they're not the same thing. I know the activities that create the greatest results are often not the urgent ones. I know I should spend more time on the things that matter most. But sometimes I find myself moving from task to task, checking boxes, staying busy, and convincing myself I'm already being productive. I'll reach the end of a full day and look back and realize I never touched the one thing that mattered most. Sound familiar? I've come to believe this is one of the most common leadership challenges we face. I call it the knowing versus doing gap. We know what matters. We know what works. We know what needs to happen. We just don't do it. Think about your own leadership for a moment. Somewhere right now there's something you already know you need to do. Maybe it's having a difficult conversation. Maybe it's delegating more. Maybe it's asking for feedback. Maybe it's spending more time being strategic and less time reacting. You know it. You've known it for a while. And eventually, when I sit down with a leader and we slow things down, they say the same thing almost every time. Yeah, I know that. I'm just not doing it. Let's press pause here for a moment, because here's what I think most of us miss. Rarely is the challenge a lack of knowledge. Most leaders, they already know what works. The challenge is turning awareness into action. When we're moving fast, we lose perspective. We get caught up in the urgent. We focus on activity instead of impact. And over time, the knowing-doing gap, it grows. We stay busy instead of productive. We stay reactive instead of intentional. We know what needs to happen, we don't act on it. And the stakes are real. They're rarely just personal. Close the gap and the work changes. Faster decisions, steadier execution, deeper trust. But when we pause, something changes. We begin to see more clearly. And when we see clearly, we often realize we already know what needs to happen. Not because somebody told us, because we already knew. We just needed the time and perspective to reconnect with it. So let me ask you 3 questions. Look at, when you think about how you're leading right now, not what you're doing, but how you're showing up, where do you already sense there's a gap? Look outward. If your team, peers, family, or stakeholders answered honestly, what would they say you need to do more consistently? Look forward. What's the one thing you can do differently to close your knowing-doing gap? One of the biggest lessons I've learned from coaching leaders is this. Seeing clearly doesn't guarantee action, but it's difficult to take meaningful action until we first see clearly. The power of pause isn't that it gives us more answers. The power of pause is that it helps us act on the answers we already have. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, press pause, be curious, and enjoy.